Feminists love sexist men, despite what they say. I speak from experience. I dated a girl for over 2 years. She was a hardcore feminist, and she did not never admitted to it, but she liked some of my sexist views, and it turned her on. And a lot of these feminist women, from my experience, they like to be treated very, very roughly in the bedroom. The following clip is going to be taken from Sneako's channel. I recommend everybody go give him a follow. He was confronting this feminist girl who canceled him, but as I'm going to demonstrate in this clip, you can see it's clear as day that she wants to fuck him. And this has been also my experience. A lot of these feminist women, if you argue with them, and if you explain to them why men and women are different, and how men are better in some ways than women, as women are better in some ways than men, despite what they say, they actually get turned on when a man is chauvinist and masculine and also slightly sexist. I say this because I've been with a lot of feminists. I was going to use the F word, but I'm trying not to swear. So let's get into this video.
Men ugly. Most men ugly. Are most men ugly? Most men ugly. Most men ugly.
Yes.
And you can see that she's a very, I wouldn't say she's ugly. I want to keep it real. She's below average to me. She's subpar for my standards, but I know a lot of guys will smash her. Now, whether she's going to get a commitment from a high value guy, probably not. But this is the mindset of most of these females out here these days. She's very below average, and she thinks most men are ugly. Not just average. She thinks most men are ugly.
So you're allowed to be sexist, but I can't be sexist?
Because it has no weight in it. I have no power compared to a man.
That's such bullshit. So you're saying a woman like Hillary Clinton doesn't have any power? You're fucking out of your mind. That woman has had people killed.
You don't think you do? Yeah, you do.
Is this your job? What do you do? What's your life? What is this?
What you're trying to do is shut down my video, and you're trying to get other women to think that I'm a piece of shit.
It's 10:03 at night.
Yeah, they just try to shut you down because they have no arguments for their points. They have no valid arguments. So they just try to shut your speech down. That's the only way they can win.
But then you post a video, and it goes viral. It doesn't matter.
Because
no
I'm
matter
good at what
I
I do. Like, that's the reason the video does well, is because I know...
It's because of anything
You're not
I
listening.
said.
You're not listening.
Okay, continue.
What you said was you started yelling and getting into it.
I didn't yell. Yes. I got loud.
Listen to me for a second.
Sneako's a master of the game.
You're arguing literally everything I say and not hearing what I'm saying.
Okay, continue.
So you come in angry and yelling, right, calling it mad fucking stupid and swearing and cursing.
It's fucking stupid as fuck.
And because I'm good at interviewing and I've been doing this for a while and I'm good at making videos, it goes viral and it gets attention. And I'm good at not immediately accepting your angry...
I want you guys to observe this girl's body language and her eyes for the rest of the video.
Instead of just like, oh, okay, you're kind of pretty. Like, let me just be a normal person. That's why the video does well. Not because, like, you were here helping me out. You're screaming at me and trying to make me look bad. That same energy is why guys get canceled, why their platforms get taken away, why they deplatform people. You have a power that you're not really respecting. You think that just because you're a woman that you have the ability to yell and be sexist?
She does.
That's not the case.
She does. Women think they can yell in your face and even get physical with you without any repercussions. And this is what this new society has taught them, that you can put your hands on a man without expecting any kind of without expecting any kind of repercussions, because men have been taught that you should never hit a woman even if she hits you, which is bullshit. I seen it all the time on King Street, like chicks putting their hands on guys, getting in bouncers' faces and yelling at them, like pointing fingers, da 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 da. Like, they don't understand the power a man really has, because in Western society we've tamed men pretty well to a point where men don't generally put their hands on women. So they do think they can get away with murder.
We should just be respectful people. I'm not a piece of shit because I'm a man. I'm not the same man who hurt you in the past.
No
I'm just
man
a dude.
has hurt me in the past.
You said that on video.
Men have taken advantage of me, if that's what you're asking.
That was not what I was asking.
Stop fucking with bad men then. You picked them.
I'm meeting some girl. I'm not sure where.
You're meeting some girl?
Yeah, there's a girl.
They never want to take any accountability.
There's no girl here that's been here for 2 minutes.
There's no girl?
Do you just not film in here? If you're filming something, you have to ask. Like, you can't just come in here with a camera. And if you would have asked me, it would have been cool, but you can't just come in here.
All right, have a nice one. Well, that went kind of like how I expected this conversation to go.
Hi.
So this is not, we went to the wrong bar, but the other bar right there is perfect to film inside. But she got angry at me because we were filming. So maybe if you ask her, she kind of had the same energy. She was like, why are two men
She's a
filming?
fucking Karen.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay. I mean, she'd probably say no.
You're more low key with the camera this time, you are.
Fucking Karens everywhere, man. And yo, honestly, white women feel the most comfortable. I'll say this right here. White women feel the most comfortable saying whatever to you. Because they feel like they have this power, but it's this fake power that society's given them.
You didn't ask me permission in the first place. You just came here with the camera on. Like,
I'm sorry, I
it's
didn't know
really
she was
rude,
filming.
yeah.
I thought she was gonna be here, so we're just like filming the whole thing.
It's really
I wasn't
rude,
trying to
yeah.
be disrespectful.
It was though. It was.
I apologize.
It's okay. I can't let you guys come here.
Okay, thank you so much.
And I say it's fake because they have to, at the end of the day, have a man enforce it. You know what I mean? As you're going to see in this video, because I've seen this before.
Yeah, she's gonna come over here.
So she had a problem with them recording in a bar. Bro, it's a public place. Like, get over it.
I didn't know she was filming. I thought she was gonna be here, so we're just like filming the whole thing.
It's really
I wasn't
rude,
trying to
yeah.
be disrespectful.
It was though.
She's just saying that because that's her only flex. That's her only power. That's the only time she gets to feel powerful, when she's working the bar and she can tell you what to do. These people are weak.
I apologize.
They've never exercised any real power, so this is their only flex.
I can't let you guys come here.
Okay, thank you.
I can't let you guys film in here.
Nah,
I'm a Karen.
Yeah, she's gonna come over here. I don't want to upset.
There's a reason the Karen stereotype is for white women. It's because white women feel the most white women feel the most entitled.
Can we go here?
No, this is all our property. You can't film on our property.
You can't film on our property. You can't film on our property. They're outside now. She's still like, you can't film on our property.
I mean, you blew it twice already. I told you.
Now they're on the sidewalk. I guess this side, where they've constructed an inside patio, like I think they might be in New York, where they're doing this craziness, where they built a patio outside that's closed, but it's outdoor, so it's okay. Which is the most retarded thing ever. It's an indoor-outdoor patio. That's what bureaucracy does. It's because Karens like her exist, and that's why things get so bad. That you have indoor-outdoor patios.
Twice not to film here. This is our
Yeah, you said
property.
inside. This is outside.
They're
This is our
outside, and
property.
it's still not
That's
enough.
why I asked you.
And now, again, the man comes to enforce it, the bouncer. Because she needs him. Otherwise, a man would just tell her to fuck off.
Twice.
Okay, I was just asking her.
I don't know how many times I gotta say it, or you don't respect me.
Bro, they're outside. What is your problem? She just wants to flex that power that she has. That little bit of power that she has, she wants to flex it. That's all this is.
When I say it,
Yeah, I
you can't
respect
film
you
it.
guys.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
Clearly a cunt. This is what modern feminism has created. Out of control Karen.
Well,
She's probably not getting fucked right. That's why she's so mad.
Yeah, it's funny how that turned into kind of like a feminism thing too, right? Wasn't that a little bit like?
No, you were. I mean, clearly she told you no, and you kept on doing it.
Well,
so.
we were outside. She said you can't film
Yeah,
in
but
the
that's
bar
her
because of
property.
privacy.
Is that not her property?
I think she's a bartender.
She
I don't
works
think
there.
I mean,
It's
it's
not
their
her
property.
property.
She can get fired.
She's not gonna get fired.
How do you know that?
I don't. But
Exactly. So.
do you think she was doing that because she was worried about her job, or she just didn't like the two men filming her?
Probably both.
Yeah, I think it was the man thing.
I think
it was the latter.
Yeah. So, I was drunk as fuck that night too.
You weren't that drunk. You weren't that
I
drunk.
started drinking at 3 p.m. and I didn't stop until midnight. I was drunk.
That's another. I think that's a female thing, like saying that you're too drunk and then you're not responsible for
No,
your
no, no.
actions.
I know what the fuck I said.
Okay.
I know what the fuck I said, but I'm saying I was drunk. And that's why I had that sauce on my face. It was weird. I don't know. I didn't expect that. I forgot you guys, I forgot about this whole entire thing. What's
Oh,
your
yeah.
name?
I'm Sneeko.
Is that your birth name? Okay. Do you not share your name online? Is that what
My
it
real
is?
name is Hubert, but like you.
Ah!
Hubert.
What is this? This is stupid. I was like,
Yeah,
Hubert.
let me like calm
It
down.
was weird.
Yo, his real name is Hubert.
What was weird about it?
Asking women like if they
Bro.
like get catcalled and then in front of the camera,
Look, I
like,
need
they're
to
gonna
smoke
respond
for
and be
that
like, oh yeah, like I saw that someone tagged
What
me.
exactly?
I would like to take this moment to thank my parents that they didn't name me Hubert.
Exactly is weird about that.
obviously it's uncomfortable, but then especially in
No, what part, like, what am I doing that's weird?
the filming somebody late at night, when you're filming women late at night coming out of bars who are clearly
It's on public property.
Or not intoxicated.
Why are they out there being intoxicated then? They're in public. You dumbass hoe. They never want to be accountable for anything, bro. It's always why were you doing this? Why were you doing this? Why were you fucking drunk at a bar at 3 a.m. being a hoe?
I'm not saying everyone was.
Okay, first of all, how would I know that?
They consent to those interviews. It's not against their will. The fuck,
And how
man?
do you know I'm not intoxicated?
Are women adults or are they children? Because it seems they pick and choose according to the situation. They want to be adults when it suits them. They want to be children and completely irresponsible and lacking responsibility when it suits them. I'll give you an example of this. In certain universities across the United States, I think it's policy for most universities now, where if a man and a woman have sex on their campus, if they're enrolled students, and let's just say they're both drunk, the man can still give consent, but the woman can't. And this is policy on these campuses. So are women adults or are they children? You gotta decide. You can't pick and choose when it suits you.
Because this is your job, right? Sorry, that was rude. This is your job.
You were the only woman who thought that was weird.
Oh yeah, because I fucking like have. I'm not gonna say anything, but I don't give a fuck about a camera in my face, and I'm not gonna change the way I think because there's a camera in my face.
You think
Yeah,
they're
you
all
will.
lying?
You get more of a response if you're more.
Bro, look at her face expressions. She clearly wants to fuck this guy. That's why she's back arguing with him again. Because after her first interview blew up, she probably figured out, oh, he's clouded up. Oh, he's this, that. Oh, he's not that bad looking, actually. That's how these bitches think. And look at her face. Look, bro, this is a girl who wants to smash. No girl looks at you like this if she doesn't want to suck dick.
Then you could have said that.
No,
You weren't being respectful.
Again,
You weren't being respectful. I was
that's how I
respectful all the
speak.
time.
I was
Just because it's the way you think that you speak doesn't mean it's respectful.
Oh, shit.
It's not disrespectful though.
I think this is mad fucking stupid.
Almost burned the Hugo
Yeah.
Boss.
Real? You're being for real right now.
I'm not saying it's not respectful.
Guys, how's this Hugo Boss suit, by the way? That I almost set on fire. This is all cotton, though, I think. How's the suit looking? It's a Hugo Boss. I just figured I'd take this moment to flex on everybody. Let's get back to the video.
Okay, let's be honest. Like, we don't need to we don't need to win any argument. We could
There's
just
no
we could
argument
just
to
be
be
honest.
had.
You're arguing with me right
I'm
now.
not.
Don't pick and
Bitches love to argue, man. They just like to argue for the sake of arguing. I noticed this with guys. When guys argue, they're usually trying to get to the truth, unless it's like alcohol fueled or completely ego fueled. Most of the times when two guys argue or debate, they're trying to get to the truth. Women argue just to be right. They want to be right. It's the need to be right, as Kevin Samuels used to call it. And I think he didn't coin the term, but it's the need to be right. It's the need to be right for these women. They want to be right.
choose with the sexism. You know what I'm saying?
No, I can't.
If
Because I'm a
most-
woman, and sexism affects me
Alright.
as much. So why do you think
Oh,
it's
shut
acceptable
up,
to film
man.
women?
She lives in the least sexist society on earth, where women actually have more rights, one can argue, than women, especially when it comes to family courts and the legal system. She wants to talk about fucking
Then who-
sexism. It's the other way around now. It's sexism against men. We lose our kids. We pay alimony. We pay child support in 90% of the cases. And that's because women only marry up. And good on them, but she can't sit here. She can't stand here and fucking talk about how America is sexist against her. There's no other country where women are more free. And look at where it's gotten them. We got women like her now, talking about how most men are ugly. How she probably thinks she doesn't need a man, even though she does. We'll see how much you don't need a man if the social welfare system goes away, which it might, with the way things are going. Who knows?
May or may not be under the influence, no?
What does that have to do with them?
Yes, it does, because women's inhibitions are down. They've been
Okay,
drinking.
I'm not having sex with them. I'm talking.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
So you
matter.
can't even
Someone's
talk to
opinion-
women if they're drunk now?
That's not what I'm saying. You're
raping women by talking to them. Like they can't consent
That's coming
to a
soon.
conversation.
That's coming
Whoa,
soon.
like literally, like what the fuck are you even saying? I'm saying,
Because they want to pick and choose when they're adults.
You're saying.
and they were clearly drunk.
They want to be adults when it suits them. They want to be treated like minors when it suits them.
What does that have to do with it?
That means that like they probably wouldn't have the same responses if they were sober.
So what are you implying? That like I'm taking advantage of them?
I'm not implying anything. All I'm saying is weird. That's it.
It's weird.
That's why even these feminists who claim to want to be equal, they still want you to pay on the first date. They still want you to open the car door. They still want you to protect them if some bullshit goes down. And I take that role with a smile on my face. But would these? How many of these bitches know how to cook or clean or how to be a good mother? None.
Weird because what?
It's because it's weird.
What is weird about it?
Because what? Like,
And she's a very homely looking bitch. She should have cooking skills because there's no other way any guy who makes a good income or is decent looking in the face, tall, the kind of guy she wants, me basically, the kind of guy she wants, there's no way he's going to put a ring on her finger with her current condition and her mindset, and probably doesn't know how to cook or clean, doesn't know how to shut up. But she's not going to realize that till it's too late. She's not going to realize that till she's 35, and then she's going to be like, where are all the good men? Where's my husband? Where's my baby? He was in the friend zone 20 years ago.
it's just bizarre.
Well, thank you. Call it a day.
That's
Can't you
that.
see that they were all clearly into the video? They were all laughing and enjoying themselves.
I was clearly, catcalling is not great. And no matter how many women say it, when they've been
Was
in it,
I saying
They enjoy catcalling if you're the right guy. They don't like catcalling if you're a bum. I don't catcall, I approach females, but now they're trying to call that catcalling. Most of the females I've approached, 90% of the times, I've had a positive response. Even if they didn't give me their number or their Instagram, they were positive about it because they like attention from the right guy. If I'm suited up, looking good, or even if I'm in my street clothes, I smell good, I look good, I got a nice haircut on. I'm also a good-looking guy. I'm 6'2", I'm good-looking in the face, I'm confident. So most of the times the response is positive. Hey, I have a boyfriend if they want to say no, or best case, I get the number. But if you're the right guy, they don't mind being catcalled and they don't mind being approached, but you have to be the right guy.
catcalling is
my
great?
God.
Did I say that? What are you
You're
talking
right. No,
about?
you're right.
I'm
You're
asking
right.
a question.
The difference between getting a phone number and a sexual harassment charge is mutual attraction.
you're right.
Okay. You're right.
Part of it now. You think it's
He is
stupid, but
right.
you've just contributed to it.
It's stupid. You can contribute to something that's stupid. Doesn't matter.
I don't know. I don't even know what was happening there. All I'm looking at is my sauce.
I know what's happening here.
But I'm drunk.
You can't contribute. You can contribute to something stupid. You're
Yeah.
just disagreeing with everything I'm saying because you don't like.
She just wants to fuck, bro. She wants the D. That's why she's here. And she wants the clout, but she wants to fuck him.
And because
I
because you
cannot-
want to
I
have
can't-
She can't stop smiling either.
control over
I
the
cannot
situation.
not
She wants
like,
the
I can't
D, bro.
Not like somebody that I do not know. How does that make sense?
Okay, but you could also not just say nonsense that makes no sense.
I can say whatever I want.
You can, but like, what's the point of doing that? Like,
What's the?
Why-
They all
what's
say
the point of-
nonsense.
What's the point of doing this?
to get to an understanding,
For
to
what?
get to truth.
Women are
Why do you
allowed
get
to
the
not
truth?
make any
One
sense.
small
Asking.
biased group, one small group of people. It's
Person's
just to
here.
create content. It's not to understand anything.
That's
It's to
not
create
why. I mean,
content.
there's a purpose why I create content. I don't just like
You
just
can
say
get to the
nonsense.
truth with one select
All
group
right,
of
but
people on
I'm
one
trying.
island.
I'm trying
No,
to.
but that's the whole point. Like, it's not. You can
So
tell
you
yourself
shouldn't
that, but
try
that's
to
not,
get to the truth.
because you're not. It's not a real try. It's like, if you were trying to get to the truth, you wouldn't.
So what do you think I'm doing right now?
Getting more views.
What do you think I'm doing with this conversation?
I have no idea. I don't even know why you wanted to interview me.
You seem like an intelligent person, but like I know that these are like natural girl tactics. When you don't like me like a man coming up at night, you're ready to automatically just no, disagree, no. You're contributing something stupid. Well, it doesn't matter if you contribute, you're just saying loud stuff, the first thing that comes to your head. It doesn't have any reasoning or logic behind it.
Yes, it does. Anyone could contribute to anything stupid. It doesn't have to. You don't. It doesn't matter. You can contribute to something stupid without even knowing it's stupid. Without even and you can look back at it in hindsight and be like, oh yeah, that was fucking stupid. You can contribute to anything without even realizing what you're contributing to.
She makes no
You aren't
sense.
looking at it with logic and reasoning. You're looking at it from a place of emotion. You're going
wasn't
off,
thinking of
you're,
emotion.
you're going off what you feel.
Bro, women just say shit. They don't even. I don't even think they listen to themselves talk. They just say shit and hope something sticks. And all the guys around them, they're like, yeah, you make sense, because they just want to fuck. And their female friends just agree with them because it's all an echo chamber. And then they go, yeah, you go, girl. You're a 10.
You're angry. You're like making faces.
I bet you her friends tell her she's a 10. I bet you. Any money.
Emotion. You're going
I wasn't thinking of emotion.
You're going off what you feel. You're angry. You're like making faces. You're upset. You're
I
saying
make
it's
faces
natural.
all the time.
Well, because you're a woman. Because you
No,
come
I'm not
from-
a woman. I am a woman. Sorry, excuse me.
What?
No, not.
See what I'm saying? She's just listening to argue.
How are you arguing like the most
no,
simple things I'm
no,
saying?
because you're saying because you're a woman, because you're a woman, because you're a woman, as if
Yeah.
like it's bad for
It's not
me
bad.
to be. Yes, it
That's
is.
not- I'm not saying
you're literally
bad.
everything negative that you're.
He could have said we're on Earth and she would have said no, we're on Jupiter.
You're
Because she's just listening to argue.
associating
I'm
with
not
me.
saying it's
Yes,
negative.
it is. You're saying you don't like me because you're a woman. You do this because you're a woman, and all these negative things that you're associating with me is because I'm a woman. That's what you're literally saying. So
Do
again,
you want to be with a weak man?
I don't care.
It's a yes or no question. Like, do you want
What is your definition of weak man?
a man that you could take advantage of?
What the fuck? Who wants to take advantage of somebody?
So you don't want to be with a weak man?
Women do it all the time.
You wanna be with
Men
a
do
weak
it
woman?
too to
you're not
women, but
I'm asking just simple questions.
Why would?
it's
who
more
wants to
common
first
with
of all,
women
I
taking
wouldn't wanna take
advantage of men than it
any
is the other way
man.
around.
No, you don't, right? Do you want to be with an insecure man?
No.
Do you want to be with a confident man?
Yeah.
Yes, that's why men can't show our emotions the same way you
No,
can.
there's a difference
What does
between
your
them.
ideal relationship look like to you then?
What do you mean? Someone like when they're both.
I'll stop the video here. I want to make a point. Men do not show any vulnerability. I'm sorry, guys. My brown Tourette's came out. You should never show any weakness or vulnerability to your woman, because she's gonna lose respect for you. No matter what she says, she's gonna be like, yeah, well, I like a guy who's sensitive. I like a guy who talks about his feelings. I like a guy who cries. They will lose respect for you if you do any of that shit. The last time I cried was at my father's funeral, and that would be the last time I ever cry. Do not show any weakness to your woman. If you have any problems, issues, talk to them. Talk about them with your boys. That's what boys are for. Don't talk about your problems to your female or your wife, girlfriend. It's not gonna go well, I promise you.
Both have a say, and it's respectable. It doesn't mean a woman looks up to a man or the man looks up to a woman, blah 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 blah. Like, it's literally like you have respect for each other and that you love each other and your morals and values are the same. That should be your goal in relationships, is to be equal with your partner.
No.
To have the same opinions and
No.
or not the same.
Never
opinions,
try
not
to
the
be
same-
equal with your woman.
Same.
Women don't like guys who are equal to them. That's why they like guys who make more money than them, are smarter than them, taller than them, stronger than them. Women don't want their equal. They want a superior. They want their superior. Get that through your heads. And all these women that say, oh, we should be equal in relationships, those marriages don't last. And that's why divorce rate in the West is so high, because of this bullshit about equality that we've been force-fed. It belongs in the fictional section at the library.
Values and same morals and the same respect for each other.
I don't think equal works.
It doesn't.
Like I said, it's sad that you think that.
How
And I
many-
feel bad.
But you haven't been in a relationship, so how would you know? Like, I could tell based on that you weren't in a relationship.
Because nobody wants to
That
be in a
interaction
relationship
like
with
that.
that.
I can just tell you've been hurt.
Especially the guys that she would want. She probably gets fucked on Tinder on the side. She's probably a side chick to a few dudes, but nobody's taking that in on a long-term basis. That's why she probably has a high body count, but no relationship.
By a woman, and that's why you're like this. Or women are like this, and then women do this, and like it's.
And that's one of the advantages of being a woman. You can look like this, act like this, be completely obnoxious, annoying, wrong about everything, and just argumentative for no reason, and still get dick. You're not gonna get a relationship like this female here. She's never had a relationship. I think she's in her early 20s. What do you guys think? Yeah, I'd say early to mid 20s. And she still hasn't been in a relationship, but I'm sure I'll tell you this right now. I'll tell you this. She got plenty of dick. That's why she said relationship. She never said I've never been with a guy. She said I've never been in a relationship. That means she got fucked. You got to read in between the lines when women talk.
weird.
You're a little disgusted by me for having that belief.
They're
but you've also
they're experts at marketing, all of them.
openly said you were sexist and openly said that men are ugly. So to kind of like look down at me because of my sexism is
And
just
it
is
roots back
entitled.
to
Is entitled.
it's. I don't think you even know what that word means because I don't have entitlement. I don't have.
You think that you're allowed to do things that I'm not allowed to do because of this
That's
and that?
literally what that's what men do. They
Look at her face, bro. She wants to smash. Is that not a face of a woman who's aroused? Are those not the eyes of a woman who wants to fuck? I'll tell you this from experience that it is.
Live their life like that. I'm allowed to do these things because I'm a man. Even though if you don't think that consciously,
Why are
that's
you
literally
trying to be
something in
us?
society.
Why are you trying to be men?
We're not trying to be anything. We're trying to live like
you
people.
are. You're trying to be like to have the same power and control that men have.
And
They are jealous of men's power.
And why would that be so bad?
Because it's not making you happy.
And women are not fit to lead.
How would you know
It's
if
not
it's not
bad.
making me happy? This is your second time meeting me. How would you know that? I'm actually the happiest I've ever been in my whole entire life.
Because you're never.
And this is also from an Islamic perspective. Before a YouTube bot moderator tries to ban me, it's my religious perspective. Because in Islam, the Prophet Muhammad said that women are not fit to lead, I believe. So, if you ban me, you're being a xenophobe.
Gonna be equal to men. You're never gonna have the same power and control that we have.
Okay.
It's never gonna happen no matter how much
Okay, so
protesting.
what does that even mean? Like literally what does that mean? Like what does that mean?
It means that you should stop trying to think that you're like fighting against the patriarchy when you start yelling
When
at people on the street.
when I just start talking,
When
like,
you start yelling and saying stupid and cursing out people
when
and
when I curse because I fucking curse and that's how I speak.
yeah, when you do that, like when you have the entitlement to think that that's a good thing
And
to
when
do.
when you have the entitlement
you're
to
not
think it's a
gonna
good
be
thing to do to record people.
Well, I asked them.
Okay,
I
but
asked
that's
them.
okay.
Yeah,
You didn't
just like
ask
he
me
asked
to curse
you.
at me or to insult me. You just
Okay,
did
but
it.
I was standing there in the background.
They want to be able to withdraw consent. That's why there's been like cases on grape. I'm not gonna say the whole word, where the woman after the fact, even though she gave consent before, after having sex, she felt like, well, it didn't really go down how I like it, how I wanted it to, or the guy didn't call me back, and so now they want to be able to withdraw consent after the fact. And this is all this is. She consented to being interviewed, but now she's saying, well, it's not nice what you did, da 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 da. And I'm sure she tried to get the video taken down from YouTube. That's what these people do, even though they consented to it in the first place. But it's a lack of accountability. They want to be adults when it suits them, and they want to be children when it suits them.
I understand they're eating my cake
And making faces and going.
that's how
That's
I make
entitled.
faces.
That's entitlement.
So being a human is entitlement.
Him, like men wouldn't be like see girls doing the same thing and just go,
They
this
wouldn't.
is stupid,
They
like
wouldn't.
to get attention.
I wasn't
To get
trying to get
attention.
attention. That's
We
how I
would make a
am.
joke.
That's
We
how I
would
am.
like
I
add
wouldn't-
something of value. We would compliment the
something of
girls.
value.
We would say something funny.
Okay.
You're adding value by like, this is dumb.
I was
This is
listening.
dumb.
I was listening and I thought it was stupid.
Can you help me?
I don't have any cash inside.
I do have genuine principles. Rambo, you dragging it, bro. What do you say, bro?
Have a good night.
And she doesn't have any money to give to the homeless person, even though if you ask her, she'll say, yeah, well, I believe in wealth redistribution. But these people never give any of their money.
You can tag me though. Any man who has social media like
Exactly. I told you guys she's a cloud chaser. I didn't catch this part the first time I watched this, because I have seen this before. But she's like, you can tag me though. She's a fucking cloud chaser, bro, and she's on this guy's D.
You dragging it, bro. What do you say, bro?
Have a good night. You can tag me though. Any man who has social media like is not a real man. Kate.
What the fuck?
Dragging it, bro.
Any man who has social media is not a real man. What the
You can
fuck?
tag me though. Any man who
See, I'm saying women are allowed to not make any sense. Matter of fact, they're encouraged to not make any sense these days. What does that even fucking mean, bro? Any man who has social media,
has social media like is not a real
Is
man.
not a real-
K-H-I.
Real women don't use social media.
dumbass, bro. Real women don't use social media. How about that? He turned it around on her. And I'd rather be with a woman who had no social media over having social media. Bro, I met this 10 in the elevator of this building. She's an Arab chick. Sexy. And I look at her Instagram. She gave me her Instagram. And it's just pictures of buildings and stuff. And there's like one picture of her, and it's just her face. And you know, no body showing or nothing like that. And I'm like, yo, I was impressed by that. That's what I want in a wife. But anyways, guys, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.